Dum ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Him. Zuko was born, or was born without the limiter. So, I thought about this what if for quite a while, because and no, I'm not talking about a limiter of a quirk. I'm talking about a Saitama kind, where he broke his limiter. Well, Zuko has no limiter. Like, he was born without a limiter. So, yeah. It might be a little bit dark, but sometimes it's light. Yeah. So, and I'm also adding Zumi, and please turn on subtitles before this video starts. So, thank you. And now we begin. Zuko and Zumi were born. And then at age of 3, they meet. Or actually, Zuko meets Momo, at age of 3. Like, she's the same age as Zuko. And of course, Momo did not like Zumi. So, yeah. So then but turns out, it was his sister. Yeah. So then, the 3-year-old Ochako, does the same thing. Because Bakugo and Todoroki ended up touching, or actually hanging out with Zumi too much, yeah. So then at age of 4, things changed. So the Quark Doctor ends up, he tells Zumi that she has a quirk. Then Zumi, or her, ends up, and no, I wasn't trying to cuss, it's just I'm trying to think of which word to put in this script that I made. So Zumi says, "Yay!" as she's happy. What is it? Your quirk is fire manipulation. Oh, yay! But then they turned over to Zuko and told him that he was quirkless. Then as Bakugo and Todoroki were they loved Zumi, but they hated Zuko. But the Quark Doctor also realized, or after they left completely, he was on his computer. He looked up the Zuko's DNA. and saw that Zuko was not born. Sorry, was not born with a or even a limiter. As he looks at him, I should give him the quirk of a limit. Like, give him a limit. Like a quirk kind. And he's thinking about this. Then All for One realizes that. Are you planning something against me? No, for one. It's just there's this kid that that I'm thinking about. He was born without a limiter. What do you mean? Well, in this alternate timeline, the limiters are legendary rare. Like, whoever was born without a limiter, like, they can use it to, like, learn all the abilities of everyone. If Zuko wants to go explosive route, he learns a thing or two from Bakugo. Oh, and then random explosions comes from Zuko's hand and all that stuff. So he's basically a god. Or godly. Yeah. So they so All for One says, yeah, we need to put a limit on his powers. If one day he might lose complete control. So the Sashi and Inko didn't realize, or none of them realized, that Zuko is the Gunly, more powerful than anyone. So what did they do? What did Sashi and Inko do? They abandoned him. So then the Quark Doctor takes him to the lamb thing, as the Zuko was like, what am I doing here? Well, as the Quark Doctor says, well, I'm gonna put, like, a quirk inside your body, Zuko. Not because but reason why you do need a quirk inside your body is not because to be a pro hero, but instead you need to have more control of your power. As the All for One, or a man in a helmet says, yes, you were born without a limiter. So, as Zuko said, what does that mean? Well, you know how hens have, like, the power to, or when they made humans, like you and I, and rest of us? Yeah. Well, the, or rest of, or all her, like, rest of the people, other than myself, or other than you, the doctor or the Huns put limits on everyone to not surpass their own bodies. But you somehow, Zuko, was not born with this. That makes it you a legendary rare. Tough. And I believe your parents didn't know that you were born without a limiter. Okay. So I'm gonna add a limit to you. Form of a quirk. And yeah. So then if that day comes, Zuko, please don't lose control. That's why we were putting the limit. So that you can... Yeah, okay. So they gave him a watered down version, like a limiter thing, but a full quirk, not a half quirk. I'm looking at you, laser stomach, or whatever. Yeah. So Zuko, has a quirk. So he goes, the quirk also changed his hair color to more brown color as his eyes turned blue. As he goes to UA. There he got class 1B. Because he was the literal weakest one. And or he did save Ochako, but yeah, so everybody, so class 1B shows up, or actually, time skip to the USJ, then because at the USJ, it happens like normally. But Zuko, and class 1B was there with class 1A. As Bakugo's upset, and as he's about to ready to kill somebody, as no one knew that Zuko was born without a quirk, or no, actually was born without a limiter, too. So let's say Class B wasn't there, or Zuko wasn't there either. So, hold on. I have pictures for it, but here, as Class 1A shows up. As the... I was expecting Zuko Midoriya to be here. With All Might. But oh well. As Mr. Ozawa was wondering what he means by that, as so then the student, or so then Mr. or actually Shiraki-sen says, did you ever thought about a man that was born without a limit? He's limitless power. He was not born as a normal human. But you erase your head, and you have a limit to your power. Plus, you also have a limit to your body. Honey, you ever thought on that? As raise your heads, listening, like he's wondering why. Then he pieced it all together. He pieced up, like, why, as he's, like, does that, and to him, no, I won't let you touch the Class 1B student in Zuko Midoriya. Why do you want him? Oh, to check to see if he's still in control of his own body, his own power. As he's wondering, what does he mean by that? As he looks at them, or he looks at him, if you're saying that Zuko is that person that, no sponsors. So he says, I see. You want Zuko, to check on him to see how he's doing. So then after USJ, then they go visit with Mr. Of course, Mr. Ozawa sees Zuko. Hey, Mr. Ozawa, what's up? Well, is it true, that you don't have a limiter? Yeah, it's true. But the quirk doctor gave me a quirk to basically put like a limit on me. Have more control of my powers. Well, if that's the case, let's see what you got, okay? So then, it was after school, so Mr. Ozawa took him into the fake city, and at night. So he says, all right, Zuko, just I think about um, the how about use my quirk, or how does your unlimited power or born without the limiter do? Okay. And he looks at Mr. Zawa. It's pretty powerful. I can mimic everything, but my body can't handle it. That's only with the normal, if because of limiter. So the aim, and Zuko had his book. He remembers every single person without looking at them directly into the eyes. So then Zuko used the Mr. Zawa's eyes. Then he transforms his hands into. He uses Ochako's floating abilities with some explosives from Bakugo. AKA, if those two ever fuse together, like the quirk would be called explosion grenades, or no, flying ticking time bombs things. And then he switched it to All Might's one for all thing. He charges it up. And he slams right into the Mr. Zawa. I don't know. Like, Mr. Zawa was his opponent, but they sending him flying. I see, Zuko. You can, and without any limit, without any drawbacks to your own self. Yeah, plus I have unlimited stamina too. It's hard for me to control it. But there's one thing. The court doctor told me that if that day comes, that day comes, make sure you run for the hills. Or wish you luck. What do you mean by that? As Mr. Zawa wonders. As he looks at his own hand, it's... I might die soon. Hon. As Mr. Zawa walks up to him and says, when that day comes, we'll all be there to try to calm you down. Even if we had to shoot you down. Thanks, Mr. Zawa, but without shooting me in the chest. As he works on the project. Huh? Or Mr. Ozawa says, now go to man, okay? Okay. So then Mr. Ozawa was like wondering, is it a good choice to put someone with unlimited power? Or he goes to Mr. or Principal Nezu and asks him, that can Zuko bump up to me, to Class 1A? No, why? Well, if at the USJ, I remember the villain mentioned him to see how his control of his power. I think we, as he says, I think we all know that Zuko is the most powerfulest person in the world. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm saying the Zuko, you know that like legendary rare category where everybody was, if they were born without a limiter, or legendary rare? Yeah. Well, I think we know why that category is. Because Zuko was born without a limiter. Okay. If that's true, we will put him in there, no doubt about it. Because if he's that powerful, what did the villains also say? Well, after they wanted to kill All Might, but other than that, they wanted to check on Zuko to see how his training going. And I don't believe that he is a villain, or he's not a UA traitor. He's not that stupid. But the way that the villain said, and the way that Zuko said it, So then, so then Nezu says, wait, what did they say? Well, one day Zuko will lose control, and kiss this galaxy goodbye. That's what I heard. But I don't know if it's true or not. I believe you. If Mr. Ozawa, or if it's true, we need to put him in a protective suit. Yeah. So then from that point on, after school, Zuko trains under Mr. Ozawa. Oh, well, to learn how to more control of his powers. So he got more control, and plus every pro hero, when they heard that Zuko is the most powerful one, at this time, Musashi was a pro hero, but when he heard that the kid and named Zuko, was the most powerful person, he almost lost his marbles. So then the time skip to All Might versus All for One. Huh? And today's the day. Ezuku, who runs up he ran past the villains all the way to, as All for One shoots a laser. As All for One, Zuko, who absorbs the attack, or he knocks it away. Then the All for One uses his quirk to take away his limiter. Then that day came. Then the big explosion happened, and it killed. And it killed Zuko, or everybody else except for Zuko. The explosion killed everybody. Name. Eddie. Except for Zuko. So Zuko gets up. He walks around. As he's tearing up. Like, what did I do? What did I do? As he wonders he walks around the entire planet, and there was no life on it. It's like someone, it's like that Avengers Endgame. It's like everyone did like that. Yeah. So Zuko, who was walking by himself on the planet as he got older. So he became much more wise man. He you're all probably gonna say, well, why didn't he try to travel back in time? Well, actually, Zuko hasn't learned anyone that has a rewind time thing. So Zuko ends up walking around. Then he notices, when he looked down at the ground, he didn't notice there was a bullet, a quirk racing bullet, on the ground. As he picks up the case, dusts it off, he flips it up, grabs one of the bullets, looks inside, and he sees a quirk, the remains of it. So he copies it, and so he rewinds, or he uses but something changed inside of his body. Zuko was gained the powers of infinity, or like one of the many infinity powers. So he time travels back in time before the day came, or no, actually the day after, or no, during the day, or no, actually day before. So he disguised himself as an old cranky guy. Then the day came. He comes. So then Zuko's about to lose control of his powers. And Zuko, the old man, they're like, the old man, get out of here. And he runs towards Zuko. As he takes off his hoodie, as he reaches in, he grabs his younger self, as he tells him things are gonna be all right. Let's fuse together to counteract this. All right. As they both fuse together, as a big, strong guy comes out. Oh, give me a moment to find that picture. So he was that, but he was whole head taller than All Might in his buffed up form. And yeah, Zuko who ends up being a jerk. Or no, actually, so he says, So he gains a lot of power from it. So, yeah. Then let's finish this as Zuko looks at All for One, as he punches All for One right in the face. Yeah. And it's good to be back in So then he was he trained his entire life. So he beats around All for One. He wins. And then the next day, the All Might Principal Nezu tells Zuko to come up to his office and tells him that he is now bumped up to Class 1A because but Mr. Ozawa and Nezu are thinking, man. So they ask him, how did you get that body? Huh. First you called my old self, oh, the old cranky guy. But now you're calling, because I seen what will happen. He even had a videotape thing, like a DVD. And he recorded, or actually he recorded what happened before. Then he learned. So then when they put it in, Class 1A, the pro heroes, Class 1B, they all watched it. As they're like, wait, so you're more powerful than anyone, all of us put together, right? Yes. So, and you saw that. Yes. The day came, it drove me insane. From that day on thing, I almost completely lost my mind. I walked for miles without food or water. And as he looks away, as they didn't notice that he's about to cry, but so Momo and Ochako walks up to him and like, we're all here for you, okay? As Bakugo went from being like, you're quirkless, Deku, and all that stuff, to, yep, we'll all be here for you, no matter how many times. Yeah. Then Sashi's like, yeah, we should have known that you were born without a limiter, her Zuko. So then Inko agrees, and like everybody agrees. And of course, everybody was happy. So then now Momo and Ochako, they dated him in his like, because how big he is, he's like, actually, I'm making him the same size, or passing Mountain Lady's transformation. Like, or same size, but a little bit head taller than Mountain Lady. So for his birthday, because he doesn't want to bring, or no one wants to bring up that bad memory of him destroying everybody. So they try to keep it down. Yeah. So then now the day came, and so he goes shopping. As everybody's, they know that he's not scary. It's just as he's trying to like look down to see if there's anything good. The guy's having their guy in a hate thing with him. And the store owner knows that he can't fit into his store. So they're like, So, yeah. So then the Zuko home. Then, yeah. After that, then Zuko, had a party, and then, yeah. So then Momo and Ochako got married to Zuko. Bakugo and Todoroki got married to Zumi, and yeah. They had a lot of kids. And but for like Zuko, who's his kids, they have no limit either. So, and how did Zuko knew that he did, or his kids were, because he was born that way too. So, now we get into the fun part. So, when they were growing up, they were learning how to have more control of their powers, and yeah. Plus, they also, keep themselves in check, and all that stuff. So, now this is the end of the video. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment on this video, and probably tomorrow or next week, I might do a what if Kevin Levin meets, or no, actually, let me rephrase that. What if Kevin Levin meets the Kevin Levin from the Ben 10 Omniverse? It's you're basically seeing like Kevin Levin. Let me find that picture. Give me a moment. This Kevin Levin and that like he gets transformed into like this monster one meets this Kevin Levin. Yeah. So I don't know how it will play out as if you guys want me to do like it, just hit, if this video gets, let's aim for 2 likes on this video, then I might do it. If this video gets 1 like, I might do or redo one of my old like what ifs. And that is like, what if Zuko was, or no, actually, what if it would be, what if Moo, where is she? Or Mono, or, yeah, instead of Nomu, it's Mono, yeah. So, or if this video gets 0 likes, I might do a what if, yeah. So, that one. So please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.